إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. قال تعالى في القرآن الكريم وإذا قيل لهم اتقوا في الأرض قالوا إنما نحن مصلحون. When it is said to them, do not cause corruption in the land, they say we are only putting things right. It is important for us to be vigilant against all forms of corruption in our daily lives, and we cannot understate the big part of vigilance is to understand what is Nifaq, what is hypocrisy. In my last khutbah, I had mentioned the three states of heart: the spiritual heart, which is qalbul salim, the sound heart, and qalbul mayit, the dead heart, the heart of the kafir, and qalbul marid, the sick heart. And the sick heart has the sickness which is of doubts and desires, of shubahat and shahawat. And shubahat, the doubts, has many reasons why the doubt comes in the heart, and one of it was hypocrisy. And again, in hypocrisy there was nifaqul akbar and nifaqul asghar. So why do we need to understand nifaq? Why do we need to understand hypocrisy? Because we are social beings, we live in a society, we have friends, we do business with, we have business partners, we have work colleagues, and we need to understand the signs or the nature of hypocrisy. And if it is within us, we need to fix it, because as Prophet ﷺ said, the munafiqeen will be in the lowest part of the hellfire. So as I said, in the day-to-day life, we meet people and sometimes we get cheated. We get cheated by the business partner or by friend or by colleague. So if we understand the nature of hypocrisy, then we will be vigilant, we will be careful. And when we know that this person is having these traits, and not that once in a while he does that, but if he is keep on repeating, this nature is within us or somebody else is doing that, then we have to be careful from such person. As Prophet ﷺ said, a mu'min cannot be bitten by the same hole twice. So once we get cheated by somebody, we wouldn't be again going and dealing with him. It will be our mistake then. But we need to understand what's the nature of hypocrisy. So as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَقُولُ آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ وَبِالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. And of the people are some who say, we believe in Allah and the last day, but they are not believers. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying clearly that they say that we are believers and they believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and they believe in the last day, but they are not believers. And we should see the word Allah says, وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. The word ba is used here, بِمُؤْمِنِينَ, which emphasizes that there is no iman left in their heart. There is no iman at all. So even though they claim that they are Muslims, even though they claim they believe in Allah and the last day, but Allah, when He said that وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ, they don't have iman at all in their heart. If Allah had said that وَمَا هُمْ مُؤْمِنِينَ, means there was some iman left in their heart. But because the ba was used, they don't have iman at all. So how does the hypocrisy come into the heart of a person, and what's the root cause? Like anything should have everything, the problems have a root cause. Like if we have a headache and we're taking paracetamol and the headache goes away, but the headache comes back again, but there was a root cause. Maybe you have eyesight problem, or maybe you have some stress or some issues are there which is underlying and it is causing the headache. So we find the root cause and we try to fix the root cause. And Islam always deal with root cause. And the root cause, like even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that, "Wala, don't go near zina." Allah didn't say that don't do zina. Don't go near zina, because it's a root cause that don't go near it. So the root cause for the hypocrisy is the first thing is the envy. The jealousy comes into the heart of a person, and from the jealousy, the second thing comes up. It's the hatred that starts hating. Like if somebody is having something, we feel jealous and then we start hating it, and then we feel the bitterness. The third one is feeling bitterness, like no, it should be taken away from him. And the fourth is love for the dunya, love for the position, love for the money, love for materialistic thing, whatever, for the dunya. And this is something which will be causing him the nifaq again. The hypocrisy will be taking place in his heart, taking the birth, sprouting out. And the fifth one is trying to acquire the wealth from any means. He's not looking at if it is halal or haram. He's not looking like where the one money is coming from. It's okay. Small lies is fine. And then, these five things start hypocrisy in the heart. And in the hadith, Allah says, Prophet ﷺ says that the munafiq إذا حدث وهو كذب, like if he speaks, he lies, and then when he is given a promise, he breaks it, and then when he is trusted with something, he betrays. So these are the nature of hypocrisy. When these things comes into the heart, the five things which I mentioned, then he will be lying. Whenever he speaks, he lies. Whenever he's given a promise, he breaks the promise. When he's given a trust, he betrays. So we have to be careful, and this is to identify who can be my friend, who can be my business partner, who can be my spouse, who can be work colleagues, and can we trust them? Can we listen to their advices? And again, that the munafiq, he will be thinking, because he's jealous as we have Muslim. A Muslim is the person who submits his will to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he won't be having his own desires or his own opinion. So now he will be thinking that he's having Muslim, he's having Sharia, he's following Muslim, is following a Sharia. So this munafiq is jealous actually of the Muslim. And he would be trying to gain the trust of Muslim, and then he would look for the opportunity and betray him. So again in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Innama nahnu muslihun." And when we ask them, and they say that we are only doers of the good. But it's logically, it was arrogance. It's arrogance in them, and they think that when they are cheating somebody, we were trying to do good. We were trying to do better for the people. We were trying to better for our ummah. And they will be, as I said, that the sickness of the heart, they will be finding the benefits in people. Like if they find benefits in the kuffar, they will be with them. And if they find benefits with the Muslim, they will be with them. So their hearts keep on changing. But Allah replies to them, "Ala innahum humul mufsiduna walakin la yash'urun." Unquestionably is they who are the corruptors, but they perceive it not. Allah confirms they are indeed corruptors, and they are oblivious to the consequences of their actions. They cannot identify. So we have to reflect upon our actions. If we are keeping our word, if we are keeping our promise, if we are keeping the trust. Like even Prophet ﷺ, before he even got the prophethood, he was called Al-Amin. He was the trustworthy one. Even if he was given some word, he would never he would never break the promises and never reveal the secrets. And also Prophet ﷺ said that a Muslim is the one whose hand and speech is protected to other Muslim. Like he cannot be harming other Muslim by his actions and by his speech. So if somebody is harming someone, hurting someone by his speech and by his actions, that means he's got hypocrisy. And also an example is of Abdullah ibn Ubay and ibn Sulul. He was the leader of Aus and Khazraj, the two tribes in Medina, before Prophet ﷺ migrated, and he was supposed to become the king of Medina. And when Prophet ﷺ came to Medina, migrated to Medina, he got really jealous of Prophet ﷺ, and he pretended to become a Muslim, and he he was plotting against, he was having hatred towards Prophet ﷺ. He got jealous and he got hatred against Prophet ﷺ, and then he was plotting against Prophet ﷺ from the bitterness, because he wanted the dunya, he wanted the leadership what Prophet ﷺ got. And he tried to harm Muslims in many ways. He withdrew the army in Battle of Uhud. 1/3 of the army was being withdrawn by Abdullah bin Sulul, and also he played a crucial role in spreading the rumors of Aisha radiallahu anhu, and it caused real distress to Prophet ﷺ about the allegations upon Aisha radiallahu anhu. And Allah revealed in Surah Nur the verse, indeed those who came with falsehood are the group among you. Do not think it's bad for you, rather it is good for you. For every person among them has what he has earned, and the sin, and he who took upon himself the greater portion thereof, for him is the great punishment. In this verse, Allah clearly says the danger of nifaq, the danger of hypocrisy in this world and hereafter. And it's also good for us in a way that we understand when this happened, when the incident of Aisha radiallahu anha got the blame, was accused. So even Prophet ﷺ doubted in a bit. And when Aisha radiallahu anha asked Prophet ﷺ, would you give me the permission so that I go to my father's house? And he said this, yeah, you have the permission. Means Prophet ﷺ was not too sure about Aisha radiallahu anha. And it also gives us proof that Prophet ﷺ was not alimul ghaib. If he was alimul ghaib, he would have known that Prophet Aisha radiallahu anha was innocent. But Allah revealed the verses in the Quran to prove the innocence of Aisha radiallahu anha. And whenever these things happen in our life, it is to clear these people from our life. When we are in stressful condition, when we are in calamity hits us, we know who true friends are, who are on our side, who are supporting us, who are not. So we have to be mindful, and we have to see if the traits are within us or in our friends. And whenever we are doing business, maybe they can come up with a great offer. Oh, you'll get 50% more profit, or you will get good investment. But the person is a liar. He's not trustworthy. He's not a promise. So we have to be away from him. Even he got a lucrative offer. So we have, as a Muslim, we have to be careful. And most of the people do corruption in their own level. As even one of the sheikh asked the students, like, we blame the politicians or the businessmen for corruption. But as a student, even in his capacity, in his level, they cheat in examination. As a businessman, they cheat in their business. As an employee, they will be asking their fellow employee, can you sign in for me? Because he's running late. So he's cheating the boss. And basically, these are the corruption they are doing in their capacity. So we have to be careful, and we have to identify these issues within us, and we have to rectify it. And when Abdullah bin Sulul died, Prophet ﷺ prayed the Salatul Janaza for him, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the verse, and do not pray over them and who has died ever, or stand at the grave. Indeed, he disbelieved in Allah and the Messenger, and died while they were defiantly disobedient. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strictly said that you should not offer Salatul Janaza or pray for the munafiq, because this is the Nifaqul Akbar. He was having in the heart hatred, and outwardly he was pretending to be the Muslim. So he was lying. He was a fake Muslim. But if someone says that Islam is in my heart, if we ask them, why don't you follow? Why don't you pray? Islam is in my heart. So this is as well lie, because Islam generates in your heart. It emerges in your heart. Then it comes on your speech. You'll be speaking good words. You'll be speaking what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has allowed us to speak. We'll be doing zikr. And also it reflects in our actions, in our limbs. So if it's not reflecting in our actions, means that the heart doesn't have real Islam. And may Allah make us understand what nifaq is, and may Allah make us protect us from the nifaq, and may Allah make us identify the people around us who has having these things, and may Allah rectify them, and make us vigilant and careful on the traits of nifaq. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبع بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. Allah says in the Quran, إن الله ملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلم تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. So the lesson of the hypocrisy, what we get is in the Surah Baqarah, among the people is he whose speech phases you in the worldly affairs, and he calls Allah to witness and what is in his heart, yet he is phrase of opponents. Do not be fooled by their wealth and status. The Muslim and the hypocrites are different from each other as day is to night. The hypocrite has never had an atom's worth of iman in the heart. From this we can conclude that the Muslim is not like hypocrite, and if he is pretending to be Muslim, he is having a beard, he's praying 5 times, he's fasting, but his actions is not like Muslim, then he is not Muslim, he's a munafiq. So we have to be careful. Even if we are one of them, we have to rectify ourselves and rectify our mistakes. And we have to see the land we are living in, the munafiqeen amongst us, and we have to follow the rules, and we have to follow the laws which are in line with Islam. And brothers, the card machine isn't working, so please be generous in donating the money to the masjid. We have still some work left for doing the second wudu place, and also the other things to be covering the daily rent and daily cost of the masjid. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر أعداء الدين. اللهم أعط نفوسنا تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكاها وأنت وليها مولاها. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله العظيم يذكركم واشكروه يزدكم واستغفروه ويغفر لكم واتقوه يجعل لكم من أمركم مخرجا وأقيموا الصلاة.